What's going on, everybody? So I'm sitting out on my porch. It's like 5 in the morning or so. Got the Charter Oak Maduro, one of my go-tos. So the other day I recorded a video and it didn't turn out so well because I used my iPhone under bad lighting. So this time I'm using a different camera with a little bit of a light boost on the side of it. It's a Canon V10 pocket video recorder. I'm pairing this with some Coke Zero. And above me, I've got this thing I picked up from Sam's Club. It is a portable stand heater. It's actually not too bad. It puts out some decent heat, as long as there's not like a super amount of wind. So, like I said in my initial startup video, I will do pipes and pipes and cigars. So I typically don't smoke a lot of pipe in the winter. I don't know why that is, but so I decided to do the Charter Oak. Ideally, I would like to smoke in my house, but I can't seem to find, number one, a suitable location because I don't want my house to smell like smoke, or trying to find a way to get the smoke to eliminate from the area. But this one is, I just get good and not good. I'm not at that point yet with my palate where I get, like, you know, like everybody says, the nuttiness, the creaminess, that kind of stuff. It either tastes good to me or it doesn't. Maybe over time it will, but I'm not there yet. I'd already cut it and lit it on the before I started the video. So the cutter I'm using is a straight cut. This is it looks like it's marketed for J.C. Newman cigars, but it is a Cigar, as you can see. And of course, the lighter I'm using is also a Cigar triple flame torch. I believe this is their tactical. Another thing I have difficult time with is retrohaling. I can't seem to get it to work. If anybody has any tips to that matter, I've looked up some tips. People say chewing, chewing the smoke, or I guess flicking your tongue. It doesn't work. I can't not. I guess I'm one of those people that just doesn't. I just can't get it to retrohale. Maybe one of these days I will. And my mic system I'm using is a DJI Mic Mini that I just picked up about a week or two ago. Another thing, how do you guys go into a cigar lounge and actually sit there and smoke? Maybe it's because I don't know anybody in there, and the people in my cigar lounge, when you walk in, none of them really pay you any attention, so it makes me not want to go back. I mean, I go in there and buy cigars from them, but the people that patronize that location, nobody has ever said, "Hey, how you doing?" You say hi to them and they just look at you or ignore you. So I just don't like going there. I mean, sitting down, people just ignore you, or they just look at you and walk off. I guess if they were a little bit more friendly, it'd be easier. But I've heard some cigar lounges could be like that. Others, you walk in and everyone's like, hey, how you doing? What could I help you with? Or, hey, what are you smoking? Nobody really pays you any attention when you walk into this one. Now, of course, if I guess maybe the longer you stay there and they get to know you, they might. But somebody first walks in and they get that kind of exposure, it makes you not kind of want to sit there and smoke in silence. That's one of the reasons why I don't smoke so much, because I'm usually by myself in my backyard, heater going. I mean, it's pleasant, but sometimes you just want to go out and smoke with other smokers. And I just don't get the warm and fuzzy going to this place. They do have decent hours, though. They're open from 9 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night, Monday through Friday, or Monday through Thursday. On Friday and Saturday, they're open till 11. And then on Sunday, they're only open from noon to 6. But like I said, I either order my cigars online through various sites, which I won't mention, or I go to this cigar lounge and buy stuff there if I really want something and I want it like right now. But most of the time I just order through online retailers. I may only record for 10 minutes or so just on this first video. I don't know how long this thing can record. It's like 40 degrees outside, which isn't ridiculously cold. It's actually decent. I just have the heater on for fill heat. I could probably get away with it not running, but it does provide a little bit of warmth, so I don't have to like bundle up as much. But I do, with this Charter Oak, I do kind of get the chocolatey note, a little bit like of a chocolate, but that's really about it. I don't taste any of the other stuff that everyone claims is in this. But I do hear that this one pairs well with coffee, but I didn't make any coffee this morning. But this is one of Dwayne Knowles, or used to be. I don't know if he still smokes these, but this is one of Dry Creek Wrangler's favorite blends. I know he smokes Partagas Black Labels now, and Liga Privada number 9s, and I don't know the other. There's one other one that he prefers now. I don't know if he really smokes the Charter Oaks as much, but in his initial Why I Smoke Cigars video, this is one of the cigars that he had, and he said that he likes it. Now, I think it was the shade version, but I like the shade, but I typically like a darker, like a Maduro, like a Connecticut broadleaf. Oscuro, I've never tried an Oscuro wrapper. Eventually I'll try that, but I wanted to smoke the Partagas Black Label. I bought a couple, but I haven't lit one up yet. I'm trying to go through my quorums and my factory smokes. I've got quite a few of those things, and trying to get rid of those. Not get rid of them, but smoke them down a little bit, because I got some other ones that I want to try. I also typically go to the Arturo Fuente 858s. I'm at that phase where I'm trying to try different things. to see where I'm sitting at. And it is. It's mainly looking at. Touch this up a little bit. It's mainly, for me. It's I've noticed that I tend to gravitate more towards the darker wrappers. And I also realize that I do not like Honduran tobacco. I'm more Nicaraguan or Dominican Republic. Because I tried a Camacho that had Honduran tobacco, and I was not impressed with it one bit. And my ash just fell off. Oh well, right? That happens. It fell off naturally. I didn't do anything to knock it off. But yeah, these Charter Oaks are pretty good for what they are. For a second, I thought I was retrohaling, but that's from the wind. So no. Oh, I better close that. Close the case up on my thing there, because if I don't, it's gonna run the battery dead on my charging case for my DJIs. It's not, this isn't a bad cigar. I mean, for what you pay for it. I actually enjoy it. It is cracking a little bit, like right here, probably because of the weather, but let's kind of get that off there. That's okay now. Yeah, I just can't. I cannot retrohale to save my life. You might see my dog come out here in a little bit, because it is getting close to when my wife wakes up and lets the dog out. She wasn't out. I would have let her out with me, but she wasn't out of the bedroom when I came up. So I do work tonight from 6 p to 6:30 a. For those of you guys that don't know, I'm a registered nurse. I work on an inpatient psych unit over here where I live. So I see a lot of interesting stuff every day. Sometimes, most of the time it's calm and quiet, but every so often we get some patients that are really, really like not good in their mental state, and sometimes they get a little upset and violent, to say the least, but it doesn't happen that as often as people think it does. Most of the time you can de-escalate them and talk them down, but sometimes it doesn't work like that. But yeah, I gotta say, this heater that I'm using is pretty doggone good. I mean, I'm sitting, I don't know how tall it is above me. If I'm standing up, it's pretty close. I'd say maybe 7 feet tall. And it's got a dome on it that radiates the heat downward. It's the best thing I've got to keep me warm. since I don't smoke in my house. I'd have to light this up a little bit because it's doesn't seem like it's lit. There we go. I just wasn't getting the smoke output that I was getting there for a little bit ago. That's better. So what are you guys' favorite go-to sticks? When I say go-to, I'm talking like if you smoke every day. Not your everyday, or not your special occasion type of cigar. Like I said, mine are either the Charter Oak, Factory Smoke, or the Quorums. I have quite a few different varieties. I've got some Ashton ESG and VSGs, which I have not smoked yet, but I've heard good things about those. I do have some Opus X's, but those are also very special occasion type things, birthdays, Christmas, holidays, whatever. Might break out one of those, but every day, which I don't smoke every day, to be honest with you. I might smoke maybe once a week, once a month. In the summer, I was only smoking like once a month. It's too dang hot outside. And if I smoked at night and came out at night, I would get mauled by mosquitoes, so I didn't do that. You know, I had this Thermacell, it says no spray, scent free. It's like, it did work a little bit, but they still come after you. Best time to smoke is in the spring, in my personal opinion, because then you don't have to worry about the mosquitoes as much. You don't worry, like at night I don't see bees at all, but definitely not seeing them now because it's winter. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this cigar up, and then I'll try to make another one in the near distant future. Depending on the weather, we'll see how it goes. I really want to try this thing when it gets like about 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see how much heat it produces at that level, but we'll see how that goes. Well, until then, you guys continue smoking on, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.